And Brooklyn has possession. They trail by 9 points. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for Chicago right now, Pippen is out there with Grant, and it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Armstrong, and it's Cartwright in at the center, filling out the middle.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
And Jack, here we go. Tipped away. Tries again. The shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way. Outside Jordan. Rejected by Young. And Bogdanovich kicks to Jack. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jack's got 8 points. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pippen dishes to Grant. Right wing. Armstrong passes to Jordan. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Donald Sloan's checked in for Brooklyn. John Paxson, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Sloan kicks to Young. Bogdanovich dishes to Robinson. Here's Sloan, guarded by Paxson. Here's Young. And the Nets miss again. The Bulls leading by 9. Here's Jordan. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Johnson. Here's Sloan. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Johnson, wide open. He fires. Gets an open look and hits. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The drive by Jordan, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bring it down hard,
yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Here's Sloan. Down low. Here's Robinson. Cartwright using his tremendous length to grab the board. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Oklahoma City. Here's Jordan. A stupendous finish in traffic. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Nets trail by 11. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Shane Larkin's checked in for the Nets. Young with no one around. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Young's got 9 points.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Bulls lead by 11.
You got to love that great assist by Jordan.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Larkin kicks to Young. That 3 off the mark. The Bulls leading by 11. Here's Jordan. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Here's Larkin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. There's a screen by Robinson. Inside. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Brooklyn making some changes. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Young. And Ellington is subbed in for Donald Sloan. Chicago also making some changes. Purdue is checked in for Davis. Williams comes in for Horace Grant. And McRae's subbed in for Michael Jordan. Bogdanovich is checked in for Brooklyn. Jack comes in for Larkin. They set the pick. Jack passes to Johnson from 18 feet away. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Feeds it to Armstrong. Back to Jordan. Here's Williams. Put up and in by the 6'10 Scott Williams. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Bulls. They lead by 14. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Chicago leading by 14. We've got Hollis Jefferson. Robinson is out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Sloan in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And here is Jack. Robinson a screen on Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Chicago.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency. In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Nets trail by 15. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. There's the pick. He feeds it to Robinson. Dishes it to Jack. Goes up again. Shot's good from Young.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now here's Jordan. To the paint. It's tipped. Cartwright, and the layup's good off the glass.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And the Nets making a change here. Larkin's checked in. And the Bulls making a change also. Paxson's checked in. Screen by Young. The dish to Larkin. 6 to shoot. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling. Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their teams. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
Now here's Jordan. Here's Cartwright. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
He's off on the first. To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position.
Now here's Jordan. following the miss by Thomas Robinson. Cartwright gets the bucket.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Lionel Hollins gave to his team during that last break. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Johnson, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Brooklyn has possession. 15-point game. Nice shot by Larkin.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Chicago calls timeout. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. The pass to Paxson. Back to Jordan. Fadeaway. And Jordan drains the fadeaway.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Young outside. Wants to get it to Robinson and does.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The drive by Jordan. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pippen against Johnson. Clock at 6. Stolen by Robinson. Poked loose. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Bogdanovich is checked in for Larkin. The Bulls making a change here as well. Armstrong's checked in for John Paxson. Here's Sloan. He kicks it to Young.
2 minutes.
And he gets it to go from the high post. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Chicago leading by 10. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Fires from the line. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Jordan's got 12 points here in the second half. For the Nets, this one not looking good. And Sloan kicks to Bogdanovich. And the Nets, another three.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Pass to Cartwright. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Jarrett Jack is checked in for Brooklyn. And both free throws good for Cartwright. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Jack with it. There's a screen by Robinson. And Jack kicks to Young. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And he's showing us a little bit of everything now, taking a leaner with no one on him.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. There's the feed to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Kicks it to Grant. Shoots from 12. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And the Bulls lead by 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Bulls.
Clark, this was a physical game.
Yeah, but the awareness they had offensively.